Hello hunters, my name is Peppo and welcome back to my channel. Today Capcom just released 3 new Monster Hunter Wilds videos out of nowhere, so without wasting time let's see what they decided to show us. First, a new 1-minute clip explaining the focus mode has been released. As we can see from the footage, focus mode looks simply the stance your character assumes as you aim in front of you. It seems like holding the L2 button when aiming with the Clutch Claw or Linger in Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Its purpose is to make it easier to aim your attacks and focus on weak points. And it seems you can enter this focus mode whenever you want, without any limitation. The attacks you perform in focus mode will be directed where the camera is facing. It's important to notice that the hunter starts charging towards a certain direction, and then just moves the camera by 180 degrees and finishes the attack. Can we assume that you will be able to attack in any direction after any attack by using the focus mode in Wilds? In this clip we can see a sliding attack performed with a sword and shield, but they don't explain it to us if this specific action can only be done while in focus mode. The next video clip is extremely important as it reveals that we will be able to create wounds just by attacking the same parts of a monster, and without the need to be in focus mode. When I talked about the tenderizing mechanic in Wilds, I had the fear that this wound mechanic would be linked to the focus mode, while now it's clear that it is independent from it, or at least creating such wounds doesn't require focus mode. I'm happy they decided to do it like this. Focus mode is simply highlighting those wounds so that it's easier to spot them. Red scout flies will appear on the wound to make the weakness more visible. Exactly like the tenderizing mechanic in Monster Hunter World Iceborne, wounds will act as tenderized parts. When you attack those parts, you will deal more damage, and those hit markers will appear as well, indicating you hit a wounded part. They even give us an example here with actual in-game damage numbers, and based on that, it looks like the damage increase will be around 25%. It's really high. But focus mode is not just for aiming your attacks and highlighting wounds, it also highlights any weak points that the monster has exposed. This probably means that sometimes during the hunt, the monster will reveal weak points as he's about to attack, and if you are in focus mode, you will be able to tell right away that a specific body part is a weak point. In this case, Chatacabra's tongue is a weak point similar to Pookie Pookie's one. More technically speaking, I think focus mode will highlight a weak point only if that body part has a specific hit zone value higher than a certain number. The second huge topic is Focus Strike, which are special attacks that deal extra damage to wounds and weak points. And I will repeat that. Both wounds and weak points, not just wounds. That's interesting. We also get to see a short glimpse of the longsword focus strike here at this moment, but it's hard to say if there is a follow-up to that. Take it with a grain of salt, but in my opinion that attack works similarly to the Helmbreaker, and it will trigger a series of delayed hits afterwards. Anyway, they are not explaining to us when we can use a focus strike, if you need a certain number of wounds before being allowed to use it, or if you can perform it whenever you want during the focus mode. In the last clip we can see the HPG performing a focus strike and making the 3 visible wounds disappear. We can assume that after a focus strike the monster's wounds will disappear, but only the ones that you are hitting with the focus strike. In fact, in this clip taken from the Greatsword 50 seconds overview video, we can clearly see that the Greatsword focus strike is hitting the head and the foreleg, but the wound on the hind leg remains there, even after the execution of the attack. In the same clip we also have confirmation that you can do the focus strike only after you enter in focus mode. On the official website it is written that focus strike will destroy the wound, dealing massive damage and stunning the monster. This implies that focus strike not only will be powerful, but will also grant a potential opening after it. The second video Capcom just released is covering the basic mechanics of the game. They talk about general aspects of the game, which most of them are true for any Monster Hunter game. The Sacred will act as a palamute from Rise Sunbreak, which means we can mount him and perform several actions while riding him. However, there are 2 important differences. First of all, it looks like the Sacred will not attack and engage the fight with a large monster, so he acts more like a mere traveling companion. And secondly, we can switch to the secondary weapon only during the mount. I really like the fact that he will not hunt together with us, but he will still be able to give us support during the fight as we saw already in the first trailer. The Linger returns in Wilds, we already knew that. It was a great addition in World and Iceborne, so I'm happy to see it back in Wilds. It works similarly to Ward Iceborne, but it also comes with a hook so we can gather items from a distance or even trigger environmental traps with it, and its range looks pretty long. You can use the hook's Linger even while riding the Sacred. With this video, Capcom also show us some UI elements, like the Begin quest and the Windward Plains text as the beginning of a quest, or the map in the bottom left corner and the Chatacabra's icon, which looks incredibly cute to me. From this clip, we also find out something curious. It looks like the monsters are not leaving tracks behind them, like in Ward Iceborne. The scout flies will still highlight items scattered around the map, like that parashroom on that ledge over there, but there's no sign of monsters' footprints or other tracks. Is the tracking system gone in Wilds? Another thing I noticed is that stealth mode will return in Wilds. As you can see here, for a very short moment, there is the same grey eye icon on the minimap as Ward, indicating the monster has not seen us yet, but I bet they probably improved it from Iceborne. Zooming into the map, we can spot some interesting elements like what looks to be the village or city icon. Or since there seems to be a gate on the edge of the map, implying that the main city is on the other side of it, that icon could more probably be the main camp of the Windward Plains, while the smaller icon could indicate the camp which we temporarily built in the locale. The special materials unique to its locale can also be spotted as they have the same icon from Ward. There's also another icon which is completely new, and I have no idea what it could be. Most likely representing a knelt person. What do you think is that? Lastly, we have the Greatsword showcase, where we get to see both old and new Greatsword moves, including the Focus Strike and what looks like a perfect guard which leads to this spectacular animation. Again, they show us this new attack which looks like a charged parry, which can then be chained with another new move that uses this Linger hook to push the hunter forward and so closing up distance with the monster, while at the same time delivering a powerful blow. This doesn't seem a Focus Strike, but rather a new Greatsword follow-up attack. I wonder if also other weapons will have similar actions where you can close the distance with the monster using the hook's Linger, while attacking at the same time. Well, we are gonna find it out really soon, as Capcom said on its official Twitter account that they are going to release a new weapon overview daily. So from the 5th of August to the 19th, we are going to eat good, guys. Are we gonna get Longsword overview tomorrow? New videos every day, and on the 20th, Capcom will release its third Monster Hunter Wilds trailer at the Gamescom opening night live. I can't wait to go to Gamescom this year and check out the Monster Hunter Wilds demo at the show floor. Thanks for watching the video, and please feel free to share your opinion on the new trailers of Monster Hunter Wilds. See you in the next video, bye!